Hey, what is up guys? It is Needle, and in today's video I want to make a video for you guys since Season 8 just came out and there were a lot of changes that came to Fortnite. Before we get into the Season 8 updates, I do want to let you guys know I host weekly giveaways for V-Bucks. All you have to do for the giveaways is be subscribed to my channel, have post notifications turned on, like this video right here, and then comment on this video if you're on Xbox or PS4. The V-Bucks giveaway is announced every Sunday when I post my Sunday video, so I have post notifications turned on to figure out if you did win this Sunday. The first thing to cover, since it is only right, it's always the biggest thing with the season, is the new changes to the map. So I'll put up a picture of the map right now. As you guys can see, a lot of this stuff did stay the same. Unfortunately, I was really hoping that the bottom left side where like Polar Peak and Frosty is, where Greasy Grove was, I was hoping they were going to melt that out. But unfortunately, it looks like it's still there. Everything's still intact how it is. But they did add a lot of new stuff into the map, so as you guys can see, they added in a few new places, one being Sunny Steps. That looks like it's going to be a good place to bring just like more traffic to that top right side of the map, as well as right next to that we have the Volcano that has been added in. As you guys saw last season, Wailing Woods has some weird stuff going on at the end. It looked like it was like being burnt out. Oh well, they added in the Volcano now, which is good. And then other than that, right next to it, they have Lazy Lagoon. Gonna be fun to play that. I'm gonna land there in the gameplay as you guys can see, so we'll get some footage there. Hopefully it's gonna be entertaining. People keep going there throughout the season. As you guys know, that when they added like Paradise and whatnot, people went there a lot the first few days and kind of died down, but then it gained popularity. Hopefully it does the same thing with the new places that were added in. Then the last thing to note here with the map is that they moved the block over a little bit where like the motel was near Pleasant Park. So the block has now been moved over near Pleasant Park. Now, to get a more of the patch note kind of stuff, we'll go over the Pirate Cannon. So, the basic description they have for the Pirate Cannon is damage enemy locations or structures by launching a cannonball or become a special delivery by launching yourself. So, this basically is just a cannon added to the game where you can apparently either launch some sort of cannonball or launch yourself into opponents and deal damage. And then for the damage for the Pirate Cannon, it's going to hit for 100 damage if you hit someone with direct impact, and then if you hit it like in the small radius for an opponent, it's going to deal 50 damage. And these are found throughout the environment, and like I said, it's either going to launch fire cannonballs or you can launch yourself, so it's going to be pretty interesting, and hopefully we can get some gameplay on that in the future. Another thing to note here, some stuff has been vaulted. This is very big. This is one of the bigger things with the update. So vaulted, I'll go over everything. We have the Sneaky Snowman, the Chill Grenade, X4 Stormwing, the Shopping Cart, and the All-Terrain Cart. So we can kind of disregard the Sneaky Snowman, the Chill Grenade. Those aren't so big, as well as the Shopping Cart. Those are kind of irrelevant at this point. These are just kind of like for fun things to use, not really used for mobility, or even like the Chill Grenades are not really used for fighting. But the X4 Stormwing, that is the plane if you're unaware. That is a very big thing to be gone. They did a lot of patches, and they nerfed the plane a lot, but still, it was just a little bit too OP if you could start lining up shots and start flying around on it. It was great mobility, but it was very abused. So it's glad to see the plane has been removed, and they've added some stuff in that we'll get into a second that kind of replaces the plane, adds more mobility. The other thing is the all-terrain cart. That was more of like a slow way to get around, but still was good mobility. So it's going to be interesting to see how when you land a little bit further out, there's no carts nearby that you can't get around, but still, it's gonna be different. There's been a lot of mobility added in the game recently, as you guys can see with like glider redeploy added back in. I feel like I get more launch pads now, as well as just having the hoverboards, which are huge. So we'll see how this plays out with mobility in Fortnite. The next big thing to note, I will go over this briefly, but they reduced the availability of high-tier assault rifles. And just to keep this short, because there's a lot of numbers and stuff on here, the total number of assault rifles available remains unchanged. So assault rifles are still going to be in the game. It's going to be a little bit harder to get the rare, like the blue assault rifles, or in general, any kind of like a higher rarity, like a SCAR. It's going to be harder to get those, and it's going to be more common to get the white, the green AR. So something to keep in mind, there's going to be less good ARs in the game, but the ARs, in general, the amount of ARs dropping in the game is the same. And then some of that goes along with the added terrain stuff with the Volcano. They added in lava, and with lava, it will deal 1 damage per touch and will cause players to bounce off the surface. So beware of the lava. That's going to be interesting as another dynamic added to the game with the territory. So beware of the lava. That's something cool they added to the game with the new terrains added in with the Volcano. So that will be cool. And then right along with that, we've added volcanic vents, and this will boost players and vehicles into the sky in a gust of hot air. This basically serves as another form of like glider redeploy, or another form of like a rift almost. It's not quite as high. I haven't messed with it too much yet, but that is awesome that they added that in. That's another form of mobility that will encourage people to land near the volcano, which I'm a big fan of. And then just to show you guys how light the patch notes really were and how much they've really changed, there was not much to it. This was the meat I gave you guys here, so keep that in mind. But they did add the infinite dab duration from 11 hours to 12 hours in the lobby. Can we just get a round of applause for that? That's just some great stuff by Epic. Really needed in the game. really happy for the infinite dab now making it to 12 hours in the lobby. That is going to be all for the stuff added in Season 8 as well as the map. I went over everything with the map, with the stuff they added in. Hope you guys did enjoy the notes there. I'll let the gameplay roll out here. Hope you guys do enjoy this. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you guys later.
you do?